Evelyn had always been different, not in a way that drew too much attention, at least not at first. She was quiet, observant, and had a love for vintage dresses. She worked at a small boutique in the heart of Lumora, a city known for its elite fashion scene. But despite her passion, she was just another struggling young woman trying to make a name for herself. That changed when she stumbled upon the dress. It was tucked away in the back of an antique shop, wrapped in a delicate covering, untouched by time. The soft pink fabric shimmered under the dim light, and the moment Evelyn laid eyes on it, she knew. This dress had a story. The old woman who owned the shop watched her with knowing eyes. That dress belonged to a queen once. A queen who was both loved and feared. Evelyn laughed. You mean an actual queen? Not a royal queen, the queen of fashion, the woman who ruled the city with beauty and influence. And like all powerful women, she had enemies. Evelyn should have walked away, but she didn't. She bought the dress, and from that moment, her life changed. For years, Evelyn had worked behind the scenes, pressing fabric, arranging displays, watching models and socialites live the life she could only dream of. But the moment she wore the dress to an exclusive gala, people noticed her. Who is she? Is she a new model? Where did she get that dress? Photographers turned their cameras toward her. Fashion editors whispered her name. And then there was him, Elliot Sinclair, the heir to one of the biggest fashion empires in the country. He wasn't just rich, he was powerful, the kind of man who could make or break careers with a single word. Yet he looked at Evelyn like she was the only person in the room. You don't belong in the background, he told her that night. Let me help you. It was an offer she should have refused, but she didn't. As Evelyn's name spread, so did the rumors. The dress she wore wasn't just any dress. It had belonged to Celeste Laurent, a legendary designer who had disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Some whispered that she had been betrayed. Others said she had been ruined by someone she trusted. The more Evelyn was seen in the dress, the more she felt like she was walking in Celeste's footsteps. Was she being admired, or was she being hunted? Elliot, always by her side, warned her. This industry loves new faces, but it also loves to destroy them. She wanted to believe he was different, that he wasn't like the others who saw her as a temporary fascination. But then she found the article. A scandal, a betrayal, a woman who had once worn her dress, only to be ruined by someone close to her. Someone with the name Sinclair. Evelyn confronted Elliot. Did your family ruin Celeste Laurent? His jaw tightened. He didn't deny it. My father did. He saw her as competition. He made sure she was erased. And now it's happening to me. No, Elliot stepped closer. I won't let it. She wanted to believe him. But the world she had stepped into was built on illusions, and she didn't know if she was his next muse or his next victim. The media was turning against her. Whispers of plagiarism, rumors of scandal, everything that had happened to Celeste was happening to Evelyn. She had two choices. One, disappear just like Celeste had. Let the industry chew her up and spit her out. Two, fight back, expose the truth, and risk losing everything, including Elliot. Evelyn chose to fight. Evelyn sat in her dimly lit apartment, scrolling through archived fashion articles and whispered scandals from over a decade ago. Celeste Laurent was everywhere and nowhere. Photos of her in bold designs, interviews where she spoke about revolutionizing fashion. Then suddenly nothing. No final show, no farewell statement, just a woman who had vanished. She didn't disappear, she was erased. Elliot had admitted his father played a role in it, but he didn't know what had happened to her after. Evelyn had one clue, a last known sighting, a blurry photograph in a small-town newspaper from 8 years ago. The article said she had been seen in a quiet coastal town called Montreux, far from the flashing cameras of Lumora. That's where Evelyn went. Montreux was nothing like the city. The air smelled of sea salt and fresh bread from tiny bakeries that lined the streets. Life was slow here, too slow for a woman who had once ruled the fashion world. Evelyn spent days searching, asking around. Most people shook their heads. Some vaguely remembered the name Celeste Laurent, but only as a designer who had once been famous. Then she met Madame Rosette, the owner of a forgotten dress shop tucked between two bookstores. Celeste Laurent? The old woman repeated, eyes narrowing. Why are you looking for her? Evelyn hesitated. Because they stole from her. Because they ruined her. And I need to know if she's still alive. The woman sighed, stepping back and nodding toward the door. If you're brave enough to chase ghosts, go to the house by the cliffs. She lives there, but she doesn't open her doors for just anyone. The house was small, worn by the wind and waves, a place built for hiding, not for living. Evelyn knocked, no answer. She knocked again, louder this time. Go away. The voice was sharp but weak. Evelyn pressed her hand against the door. Celeste, please. My name is Evelyn. I found your dress, the one they tried to erase. Silence, then a slow creak as the door opened just enough for Evelyn to see her. Celeste Laurent was no longer the woman from the magazines. She was thinner, her once famous dark curls now streaked with silver. Lines marked her face, but her eyes, those sharp, intelligent eyes, still held the fire of a woman who had once ruled an empire. What do you want? To hear your story. Celeste studied her. Then with a sigh, she stepped aside. Come in. The inside of the house was simple. No luxury, no signs of the woman who had once dictated the fashion world. Celeste sat across from Evelyn, hands folded. You think you know what happened to me? Evelyn shook her head. I know they tried to destroy you, but I don't know how. Celeste leaned back, staring at the ceiling. I was young, talented, but I didn't come from the right family, didn't have the right connections. Still, my design spoke for me. And then, the Sinclairs noticed me. Evelyn swallowed. Elliot's father. Celeste nodded. He pretended to support me, told me I was the future. Then when I became too big, he took everything. Stole my designs, ruined my reputation. Said I was unstable, impossible to work with. I had nothing left. No one wanted to work with a woman branded as difficult. So I left. And you never fought back? Evelyn asked. Celeste laughed bitterly. What do you think happens to women like us when we fight back? Evelyn thought of the headlines turning against her, the rumors, the whispers that she was nothing but a fraud. She understood. But it's different now, Evelyn said softly. I have proof. I have you. Celeste stared at her for a long time before shaking her head. Even if you expose them, they'll try to bury you too. Let them try. Evelyn's voice was steady. I won't let them win. A flicker of something, pride maybe, crossed Celeste's face. For the first time, her lips curved into a small smile. Then let's make sure they regret ever underestimating us. Evelyn sat across from Celeste. The weight of their shared enemy thick in the air between them. I need your help, Evelyn said. Celeste exhaled slowly, tapping her fingers against the wooden table. You're asking me to fight a war I already lost. No. Evelyn met her gaze. I'm asking you to win it this time. Celeste studied her for a long time before leaning back. Tell me what you have. Evelyn took out her phone and scrolled through the pictures. The dress, the original sketches, and the modified versions that Sinclair's company had claimed as their own. They stole this from you? I have proof. I can expose them. Celeste's jaw tightened. Proof isn't enough. People believe what they want to believe. Sinclair controls the press. He owns the industry. Then we take it to the people who don't care about his money, the ones who actually care about fashion, the designers, the artists, the internet. Evelyn leaned forward. Social media can make or break reputations overnight. If we tell your story the right way, we don't just expose them, we destroy them. For the first time, Celeste looked intrigued. And what do you get out of this? Justice, Evelyn said without hesitation. Celeste let out a dry chuckle. You remind me of myself when I was your age. Then help me do what you couldn't. Celeste's eyes darkened with something Evelyn couldn't quite name. Regret, maybe, or something deeper. Then she stood up. If we do this, there's no turning back. I was never planning to. Celeste smirked. Good, because I know exactly where to hit them first.